What if I told you the biggest enemy in your life isn't your past, your mistakes, or even other people? It's your own mind. And here's the truth nobody told you. That voice in your head isn't always right. But the good news? You have the power to reprogram it and change everything. We're not born thinking negatively. We learn it from the people around us, from what we go through, from the way we were treated when we were young and vulnerable. Maybe someone told you you're not smart enough, or made you feel like you were a burden. Maybe life threw so many obstacles at you that it became easier to expect the worst. Our minds picked up those thoughts and repeated them so many times that they became our reality, even if they weren't true. But here's the truth. Just because a thought pops into your head doesn't mean it's true. And it definitely doesn't mean you have to believe it. I remember a time when I woke up every single day with a weight on my chest. I couldn't explain it. Life looked okay from the outside, but inside, I felt like I was drowning, like I wasn't enough, no matter how hard I tried. I'd scroll through social media and compare my messy, confused life to everyone else's highlight reel. I'd sit alone and wonder why I couldn't just be normal, why I always felt like something was wrong with me. I smiled around people. I laughed at jokes. I kept myself busy. But deep down, I was tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of feeling like a failure. Like I was broken in a way no one else could see. I tried all the usual things. Reading quotes. Watching motivational videos. Forcing myself to think positive. But it never stuck. I'd feel better for a few minutes. Maybe an hour. But that dark voice always came back stronger, telling me I wasn't good enough, that I was just fooling myself. Then one day, in the middle of all that noise, I heard one sentence that changed everything. You don't have to believe every thought you think. It hit me hard. I had never thought about my thoughts. I just accepted them. If my brain told me I was a failure, I believed it. If it said I'd never change, I accepted it. But this one sentence made me question all of it. What if my brain was wrong? What if I could choose different thoughts? That's when I began to reprogram my mind. And no, it didn't happen overnight. I didn't suddenly become a ray of sunshine. It was messy. It was slow. It was uncomfortable, but it was real. I started small. When I thought, I can't do this, I whispered back, I'll figure it out. When I thought, I always mess things up, I replied, I'm learning, and that's okay. When I looked in the mirror and felt nothing but hate, I paused and said, I'm a work in progress. And that's beautiful. Bit by bit, I rewrote the script in my head, and something amazing started to happen. I began to feel lighter. The fog started to lift. I began to catch the negative thoughts before they grew into storms. I learned that healing doesn't always look like dancing in joy. Sometimes it looks like sitting still and refusing to believe the lie that you're not enough. Reprogramming your mind isn't about fake positivity. It's not about ignoring problems. It's about awareness. It's about recognizing the toxic thoughts that have held you hostage for years and choosing not to let them control you anymore. Your brain is like a computer, powerful, capable, but easily influenced. If you feed it negativity every day, that becomes your reality. But if you feed it truth, hope, and kindness, that becomes your new normal. Science even backs this up. It's called neuroplasticity. Your brain can literally rewire itself with new thought patterns, new habits, new beliefs. That means you're not stuck. You're not too old, too far gone or too damaged. You can heal. You can grow. So here's where you begin. Every time a negative thought shows up, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? Is it kind? If it's not, don't feed it. Don't give it power. Replace it with something better. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just better. Say things like, I'm doing my best, and that's enough. It's okay to feel lost. I'm still growing. My past doesn't define me. My future is still being written. Repeat it daily, even when it feels fake, because the thoughts you repeat become the beliefs you live by. You don't have to live in the past. You don't have to replay old pain. You can let go. You can breathe again. You can create peace inside your own mind. Please hear me now. You are not broken. You are reprogrammable. And that changes everything. You get to rewrite your story. You get to believe in yourself, not because you're perfect, but because you're worth it. You get to speak to yourself like someone who matters, because you do. You don't need anyone's permission to grow. You don't need to be completely healed to move forward. You just need to start. So every morning, remind yourself, I am not my past. I am not my fears. I am not my failures. I am becoming better every day. I am learning. I am healing. I am rewriting my story. If this message speaks to you, hold on to it. Write it down. Say it out loud. Keep it close. Because this isn't the end. This is the beginning of something powerful. You're not stuck. You're not lost. You're just one shift away from a new life. Reprogram your mind and watch everything change.